Your family traditions, for instance, the way we do it while we were young, we used to travel to my grandparents' place, to go spend Christmas, to go to my maternal grandparents for Christmas and to my paternals for the New Year. You need to discuss this thing with your spouse. Let your spouse know, okay, oh, this is how we used to do it in our family. Oh, during holidays or like Easter period, even if you're a Muslim, during Eid, oh, we go to this, we come to our parents' place, or we'll be doing this, we'll be doing this. How do they do it in your family? In your family, is it that people just stay at home and celebrate on your own? Hello, beautiful people. You're welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Praise Folua. I am a YouTuber based in Kaduna State, Nigeria, and I film content relating to my life as a mom, as a wife, and I also share my lifestyle with you guys. So yeah, in case you're seeing me for the first time, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe. It is free. Like that red button down there. Please try and hit the red button down there. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also like all of my videos, like this one, every other one that you watch also. Please like, and don't forget to drop a comment in the comment section. Thank you so guys, I apologize in advance in case you'll be hearing any noise in the background. Please, I apologize in advance. Please just manage me like that. Also, in case I am not very audible, I advise you actually use a headphone or earpiece, or yeah, please use it, because my voice right now, my mood and everything is down, but I'm just trying. I really want to film this video before, you know I don't get the opportunity to film it, because right now I have catarrh, sore throat started today, and it's a whole lot. But still, like I always say, we do what we meal. So without too much talking, I'm just going to jump right into the video. So as you can see from the title of the video, like you can see, obviously, I'll be discussing with us, or with you today, the questions you should ask before getting married, the questions you should ask your partner, the questions you and your partner should sit down to ask each other before thinking of getting married. Marriage is a lot. Marriage is eternal. Marriage is forever. So you need to ask yourself some important questions that would actually, those questions would actually define your relationship with the person, and would actually define your marriage with the person. Let's know if we are moving forward or we are going to be putting a stop to the relationship. Note, I am not a relationship expert. I am not a marriage counselor. I am not what else, but I am sharing these experiences. Like I always say, I love to share my experiences with people watching me, either married or not. I love to share my experiences with people. So I am sharing this in my 2 years of marriage. Yeah, it will be 2 years next month, August. Yay! So I am sharing these few tips in my few years of marriage. I'm sharing with you guys. I want you guys to understand me. Make, for instance, the mistakes I made in the past. I wouldn't want anyone to make that kind of mistake, or the mistake you've heard people made. I wouldn't want you to make that kind of mistake. I wouldn't want people to learn from the story. You understand? I wouldn't want people to start saying, oh, let's take you for an instance. You understand? So without too much talking and too much rambling, I'm just going to jump right into the questions that you should ask your partner before getting married. So the first thing that you should ask your partner, or the first thing that you and your partner should discuss, more like question, yeah, the first thing you should ask your partner is your medical background. Your medical background. Make sure you know your partner's medical background. Let us know if in your family blood pressure, high blood pressure is what they usually have, or maybe your parents usually battle with high blood pressure, or they usually battle with diabetics, or for instance, when I was pregnant, when I went to the clinic, I was asked some questions, this and that. My parents, do they have history of diabetes? Do they have history of high blood pressure? Do they have history of this and that and that and that? Yeah, this is very important, so that the doctor can know where they are heading to before put to bed, before you have the baby. This is also important for you to know. Also, if you will be getting married to somebody, let me know the history. Also, your medical history, this is also part of your genotype. I discussed this in one of my videos. I'm going to link it in the cards, or it's going to be in the description. The things you should know before you get married to someone. Know your genotype, my dear. don't don't be part of those people that will say love is blind, or love has covered your eyes. You cannot see, or you're already in love and you cannot ask these questions, my dear, please ask. It is very, very important. In my case, when I and my husband were talking, and when we're getting to know each other, like I said, we met on Facebook, when we're chatting and talking, we got to know our genotype right there before we even met. Yes, before we even set our eyes on each other, we got to know our own genotype. We got to know our genotypes. You understand? Assuming we were not compatible, my dear, it was going to end there, right there. I'm sorry, people that marry those that have. I'm not discriminating. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but I would advise you, for the sake of your children, for the sake of your future, for you to avoid some stories that touch later in future. Please ask your partner about their medical history and about their genotype. Know about it, and with this you're going to know peace. So the next thing I want to talk about, the next question I want to advise you to ask your partner, I'll be looking down here because my jotter is actually here. So the next question I'll advise you to ask your partner is about finances. You guys should talk about your finances. Who earns more? Who will be putting food on the table? What if the other party has no job? What are we going to do in that case? Both of us are working. Who is going to be paying more in the family? Who is going to be in charge of the children's school fees? Who is going to be in charge of this? Who is going to be in charge of that? I would advise you to discuss this before getting into marriage, because these are the little things that cause arguments in marriage. These are the little things that cause breakups or that cause divorce in the marriage. Discuss it before going into the marriage. Let your partner know that, oh, this is what I have in mind. Oh, okay, I'm getting married to you. I don't want you to work. I'm going to be the one to bring the food to the table. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, accepted. Know this before going into the marriage. I think I'm going to make a separate video talking about finances in marriage, or talking about finances in relationship. I'm going to make a separate video about that. So I'm not going to talk too much on this. But know who is going to be in charge of the finances. Are we going to be having joint account? Are we going to be spending our money in the same way? Are we going to be saving towards a particular thing? Or are we just going to be spending our money the way it comes? Blah, blah, blah. Know this before going into your marriage. So the next question I would advise you to ask is about your relocation. Your location, basically. After getting married, know the place you will be living, know the location you will be living. Are you, after your marriage, after your wedding, are you going to be relocating outside the country, or are you going to reside in Nigeria? Are you going to continue to stay in Nigeria? Which state are you going to be living? Are you going to, you the wife, are you going to live with your husband where he's living, or the husband is going to come live with the wife? I mean, we have seen cases that the husband is going to move from wherever he's living to come to wherever the wife is living. We have seen cases like that. But in my case, I had to move from Lagos State to Kaduna State to come live with my husband. So discuss all of these things so they don't tend to cause disagreements, or they don't tend to cause disputes, going forward in your relationship. The next question you would be asking, or the next question I would advise you to ask your partner before you get married, is the sexual history and expectations. Ask your partner, my dear, ask, do you have any sexual history? I mean, have you done it before? What do you expect from me as your partner? I, as the wife, what do I expect from my husband? You, as the husband, what do you expect from me as the wife? Know the things that you expect from your partner so it doesn't cause issues. If your husband doesn't like a particular style, my dear, quickly know so that you can delete it from your mind. You understood? And if your wife doesn't like a particular, gesture or a particular thing that you do during the do, my dear, it's better for you to know now so it doesn't cause dispute in your marriage. The question I would advise you to ask is about childbearing, the number of children you want to have. Do you even want to give birth? Yes. I mean, the whites, they decide they don't want to give birth, they just want to go adopt and surrogacy and all of those good stuff. Yeah, just do whatsoever pays you, do whatsoever is good for you. But I would advise you to ask the question. Let it not be like, I as a wife, I have in my mind that, oh, I want to give birth to 20 children. But you as the husband, you have it in your mind that, oh, we're just going to have 2 kids, a boy and a girl, and blah, 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 we're done. My dear, it's better for you to know before going into the marriage so it doesn't cause problems. Know the number of children you want to have. How do you want to space them? Do you want to get pregnant immediately you get married, or you want to spend some time with your spouse before thinking of bringing children into the world, or do you just want to have a child? Do you want to have a natural birth, that's the vaginal birth, or you want to have a CS, or whichsoever is good for you? But all of these things are things that you should discuss before getting married to your partner. The next thing you should ask your partner, or the next thing you should know about, is love language. My dear, this is something that has actually caused issues in different in different relationships and different marriages. I think I read a book one time, the 5 love languages by Gary Chapman. Yeah, I read a book by that man, and that book is explicit. It explains a whole lot. The man actually broke these things down. Is it public display of affections, gift, physical touch? Which one is your partner's love language? It is better for you to know, so that it doesn't cause disagreements later in future. For instance, I am a kind of person, actually everything works for me. You give me money, you give me gifts, public display of affection, everything works for me. You understood? Anyone you give to me, I collect. You understand? But there are some people, you need to know these things. Is it paying attention to details? Is it giving them 100% of your attention? Know all of these things before you get into your marriage. Not that you get married today and you'll be expecting your husband to do what you have not told him to do. But it is better for you to tell him now, before you get into the marriage, that, oh, I love it when you give me attention, even when the kids come. I love when you give me 100% of your attention. You know, I love you too when you buy me gifts, you buy me roses, you know, big bouquet of flowers, and I take pictures of them. I post them on Instagram, I post them on, you know, Facebook, WhatsApp, and all of those things. I love you to hold me in public, kiss me in public, hug me in public, touch me, you know, all of these things. Tell your partner, let them know. This question you should ask your partner is the family members' involvement. Let us know. Our family, yes, we know before we got married, they told us no third party and blah blah blah. But there's no way you want to go about it that your family members are not going to be involved in your marriage. Not involved in the sense that they come and, you know, start. I know you understand what I mean by involved. Yeah, involved in the sense that when will they be coming, visiting, when how many weeks will they be spending, or how many months will they be spending? How do we schedule it? Will your mom come this time? Will my mom come next time? Who is coming for Omugo? Blah blah blah. Family members, anything apart from you and your spouse, family members coming into your marriage, you guys should discuss it now, so you don't have problems in future. So the next question, I'm wrapping up this video very fast. The next question you should ask your partner is about the holidays and family tradition. For instance, I was brought up in a Yoruba family, and, you know, in Lagos State, you know, the way we do it, the Owambe and all those things. Your family traditions, for instance, the way we do it while we were young, we used to travel to my grandparents' place, you know, to go spend Christmas, to go to my maternal grandparents for Christmas, and to my paternals for the New Year. You need to discuss this thing with your spouse. Let your spouse know, okay, oh, these are how we used to do it in our family. Oh, during holidays, or like Easter period, even if you're a Muslim, during Eid, or we go to this, we come to our parents' place, or we'll be doing this, we'll be doing this. How do they do it in your family? In your family, is it that people just stay at home and celebrate on your own? You understand? Let us come together. Oh, okay, I cannot do it without going to my parents' place. Oh, no, you have to, you know, put me into consideration. Also, let us come to a particular resolution. Yes, let us come. Let us agree that, okay, we would be going, but it's just once in a while. Maybe we'll go once in a year, blah, blah, blah. You go visiting during Easter. We stay back at home, spend time with ourselves and with our children. Or during the Easter, we travel to my sister's place or to my great grandmother's place. Let me know. You understand? Discuss this. You understand me? So the next question I want you to ask your partner before getting married is roles in marriage. Let your partner know the role in marriage. I mean, if our lives, we as Africans, if our lives can be like that of the whites, it will be so easy. They don't care if you like, you cook, me cook, that one cook, as long as there is food on the table for us to eat, there is no problems. For some people, for instance, my husband's family, is his late dad, may soul continue to rest in peace, used to cook every Saturday. He cooks for the family, for the children, every Saturday. And you know, the kids are used to that. You understand me? The kids are used to seeing Dada cook every Saturday. You know, after cleaning the house and doing all of the house chores, Dada is going to cook and serve everybody breakfast. You know, he's going to take over the kitchen on Saturday, and Mama is going to rest. that kind of a thing. But the family I actually came from, my mom does all, not to shade or not to insult anybody. No, my mom does all. There are some things she cooks. I mean, she does all as per the cooking and taking care of the home and all of those things. But fixing the fan, fixing the TV, fixing this, fixing that. That's my dad's duty. I already know that. Okay, these are the roles of my parents. Are you going to come into your marriage with that same mentality in your head? Not that you'll be thinking of it that, oh, it's my dad that used to cook every Saturday, and you come to your marriage, you'll be expecting your husband to do same. Discuss with him. If he's actually okay with it, then you have no problems. It's okay then. For instance, my husband, anytime at all, you can just decide that, oh, I'm in charge of the kitchen today, and you know what's up, your baby girl is just going to sit down, relax and enjoy. Even before baby came, he used to do, even till now, he still does all of those things till now. For instance, as I am filming this video, is with baby. You understand? He's with baby, and he's manning baby, taking care of the baby and all of those things. Is that the way it is done in your family? Don't bring the mentality, the way it is done in your family, don't bring it into your marriage. Don't believe it's going to be the same thing or the same routine is going to continue. Discuss with your partner all of these things. Also, the next thing I would advise you, which is actually the last question I would advise you to ask your partner, is about the culture and traditions, especially for we that are marrying, from different tribes. I will not say I'm marrying from different tribes, but still I'm saying I'm marrying from different tribes, because people know what's up. My husband Hausa and Yoruba mixed. You understand? How do you place your traditions? What is your stand of your partner in tradition? Do you understand? For instance, in Yoruba land, our stand is that, or what we believe is that, even if your parents are spitting trash, even if your parents are saying rubbish, you have to listen to them. No matter what you have become, you have to listen to them and take, even if what they are saying is entering this year and coming out of this year, still you have to listen to them as at that time that they are speaking. But in some traditions, they feel like, oh, as you are talking, you are saying the wrong thing, I counter it. No matter who you are, you're my parent, you're my pastor, blah blah blah, I counter it. I tell you, oh no, this is how it's supposed to be, this is what it is, this is what it is. This actually applies to those marrying from different tribes. For instance, Yoruba Igbo coming together, Hausa Igbo coming together, Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, Hausa, all of those things, all of those other tribes coming together. Especially if you are not married from the same tribe, you need to take note of this. How strong do you hold your culture? How strong do you hold your belief? How strong do you abide by it? For instance, me, there is nothing you want to say, or there is nothing you want to tell me, no matter how much you have grown, you will tell me that, oh, you need to start disrespecting your parents, or one tradition tells you to disrespect your parent. No, they would continue to be my parent, and I'll continue to hold them in high esteem. You need to discuss this with your partner so it doesn't cause issues later in future. And I hope that you have taken to all of these things I said. Either you're in a relationship now, please take note to all of these questions. Ask your partner any other ones that comes to your mind. Please ask. Don't say you want to limit it to whatever I have said right here. Ask all of these ones I talked about. Also ask any other ones that comes to your mind. Talk to your partner. Communication is very, very important. Talk to your partner, talk all of these things out. Let them know what you feel. Let them know your stand. Also understand their stand. Come together, reach an agreement. And I pray that your marriage will continue to work. Your relationship is going to continue to work. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please don't forget to like this video, and don't forget to share this video with your loved ones. Also, please, in case you are not subscribed, like I always say, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to drop your comments in the comment section. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.